Boom, live. Hello, guys. Good evening, ladies, everybody. This is the last interview of this year, and today we have a very special lady who loves to ride, and she's going to talk a little more about the experience. And we have here Jules. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very happy to have you here. First of all, like always, my first question is always the simple one, maybe the difficult. How do you came to this electro sport, and how long are you riding?
So I've been riding for about a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in October. How it started was actually my boyfriend works really close to home. And so he was like, how can we save gas and save money? And so then he started looking into PEVs. We came across one wheels and he got it. And I was like, that looks so cool. We love doing outdoorsy stuff and activities together. So I was like, let me get one and we can just ride, do a little date night, whatever. So I got a one wheel and we used to go find groups and ride with one wheelers. And then we came across the people that were riding EUCs and we're like, what is that? Um, so he obviously like had to get it right away because he likes speed and they can obviously go a lot faster. So I was like leery about it because it's one wheel. I don't know. It's a little scary. He got it, so I stayed riding a one wheel for a while. He was riding a EC, and then he's like, "You're going too slow. I want to go faster." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try it. I'll learn." So I learned on 10, and then kind of went up from there. I got my first wheel was a S18, and then next one a V11, and then S22, and then now I have the Sherman X. So I've just like been like going full pledged into it.
Let's show it.
That was towards the beginning of me learning. Yeah, I had the.
How was the experience riding?
There's our group that we ride with in Phoenix.
But how was the experience? You start directly with a suspension wheel or without a suspension?
I started on an M10, so no suspension. I did ride a Sherman S. I prefer once you go suspension, I feel like you don't want to go back. Personally,
Yes.
that's my experience because it's just so much easier on the knees and everything. The ride is smoother. So learned on an M10, no suspension on that. And then my first like, wheel that I rode around was an S18, and that obviously had suspension. And then of course I wanted to jump and explore and out in the desert trails, and that's much better for suspension to handle the dirt and the bumps and the trails and jumping and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't fall in that video at all.
Yeah, that is. I think that is a normal thing can happen to each. So when I start riding the Sherman X, I don't have. I'm close now to 1 month riding.
Mm-hmm.
My friends was always telling, "Oh, there is Nelson," because they was listening all the time. Me beep beep, always falling. That is something that is can happen. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Today we are riding a big machine. I see your unboxing. I see everything. I think you are a fantastic rider. Um, where you ride, are you seeing more ladies riding, or you are the only one there?
No, there are a few. There are a few ladies that ride in our group, and we keep trying to get more and more ladies to ride and to join. So my girlfriends, I'm like, hey, come try this. It's so fun. Some people are like, I don't know, it's a little scary, but I'm like, I promise you, it's like it's literally therapy for me. I have a lot of stress and anxiety, and when I get on that wheel, I am like, it just all the stress goes away and I can just focus on the wheel and just the adventure. So I that's kind of how I tell people. I'm like, honestly, It seems scary, but it is a thrill and peaceful at the same
I think that don't seem scary for you. you, you are showing. First of all, I want to say that thank you to your boyfriend, or I to call it your
time.
your husband is for bringing you this in this sport. I think we love all of us to have more ladies. I think the
Yeah.
ladies they ride very good. I have the pleasure to interview here around 50 ladies from different
Oh, wow.
electro sports. Yes, we have around 50 ladies, and they are fantastic riding. So, for you as a rider, changing, we are seeing that you are going for going slowly slowly and slowly. What is for you better? Do you like riding both street and off-road, or you have a preference?
I kind of prefer off-roading, just because the adventures are limitless and you kind of, it's really technical. So it's not just like cruising and speed. I like to cruise, but I rather like go on trails, and I mean, you fall a lot more, I think, because you just go
That's
off.
true.
But it levels you up, which with every trail like that we've gone to, I've leveled up a little bit, and so I definitely prefer off road trails, exploring. We live in the desert, so there's literally like trails everywhere. We'll just like see a place and like, oh, let's check it out, see what's out there.
And
But we,
how is the reaction with you? And today, we're going to see later you jumping in a Sherman X. I think that is a fantastic jump. First of all, I hope that in the future I can do that like you do it. How do you today? You riding a big machine? Do you think when you when how can I put it? I'm going to try to put it the best way. You started with not so heavy wheels, and today
yeah.
you have a heavy wheel. Do you think
Mhm.
for a starter it's good to have so heavy wheel as a starter, or you think it's better to start it like you?
I think it's better to go light and go from there, but I have seen people go straight to like a heavier wheel and just jump in. But especially for like a woman, I feel like you feel, because it's so intimidating at first, and so it's easier to kind of ease your way up. I progressed, like I wanted to go bigger and bigger and bigger and faster really fast. But definitely, like I feel like you should learn on smaller and then work your way up and kind of go along with what you're comfortable with. I always say, like, challenge yourself just a little bit more, try something a little bit more scary to you, and then it's not so scary after you try and try.
Yeah, I'm asking you this because I'm asking you this because uh, it's making a feedback there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my voice. Now it's okay. It's again, but I'm going to put it like this. I know that you tried the X22, you tried the Big Goat. Today you have the Sherman.
Hmm.
Why do you? Why? I think it's important for me to ask. Why do you choose the Sherman X? Because first of all, Sherman X is one of the expensive ones, but
Yeah.
and I think there is other ones in the market that is not so expensive. Why the Sherman X?
I chose that one because the miles. For
Mm-hmm.
me,
Distance. Okay.
when we go the distance, when we go, we want to go like all day long and hours, and I don't want to have to worry about charging or stopping, or like I don't want to have that in the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have two wheels. I have one, the Sherman S, and I have the S22. So my
Mm-hmm.
S22 would be like jumps, trails, short stuff, and then Sherman X is like we want to go for a full day, explore, ride around, and I don't want to have to worry about charge. That was my big, because when I do it, I'm a mom, and so I don't have a lot of time to like go ride. So I have to plan for it. And when we go, we want to ride for the whole day. So yeah, you could stop and charge while you eat or whatever, but we just didn't want to worry about that. We're just like, we want to go as far as we can on a charge and not worry about it. That was my
But
big.
believe it or not, I think the same way.
Yeah.
Before I was always with charger, I was always with lots of things in my pack, and I was like, no, I have to stop this. I have to buy something that I have the range. I can go wherever I want, and I have my hands free. I don't have to think about stopping and charging and everything.
Hmm.
And quality. I
Yeah.
love the. I think I don't want to talk bad about other companies. That is not my thing, but I like King. I think they do a fantastic machines,
Yes.
and I have the pleasure to try the new one, the Pattern, and that is another big machine. But I love the S22. I think the S22 makes when you want to go aggressive off-road, the S22 is very very good. Uh, and that way, I think the people as you have two good choices in your life,
Hmm.
huh?
Hmm.
The perfect machine, distance and go very crazy riding.
Yep. Which
When
is
you, yeah, please, sorry.
I cannot wait to try the patent, like you were saying. That might be my next like trail wheel because I keep hearing about it, but I haven't been able to ride it yet. But I
It's
love
crazy.
too.
You're going
They're
to love it.
good wheels. So the S22 I love, but I have a little bit of trust issues because it cut out on me
Yeah.
in like a little dip, and so I'm like every time I get on it, I'm like, okay, is it gonna throw me? Am I good?
Yes,
But
that's the problem. In the last ride we made it here about 3 weeks ago, one
mhm.
of our friends with the S22, yes, it was with the cutout with the
Yep,
S22, and that is a problem with the pattern. You that is the problem. We try it and then we want to buy it,
I
and
know.
with the pattern you and your friend is going to love it. I love it. My friends, in the same day, the guy is the A rights was with us, and he bring that extra for us to try it because he wants to put, when you put the food directly for your,
Yeah.
and you
Yes,
cannot
you have
resist
to have
it. He knew it, and he was like, you just have to see his hand with the pen, and who wants the pattern? And
Yep.
everybody was like, okay, we have to ask it. You're going to love it. It's a fantastic machine, 126 volts, very small. Yesterday was a video from Wrong Way showing how it's good. I think you're going to love it, and I think it's one of the machines again from this company that's going to make you having a range machine, the Sherman X, and then you can choose. It's a little heavy, but I think you're not going to feel it because of the power.
Hmm.
Maybe in the future I'm going to see with a new machine. But before we go there, I want to show you. I know that you have the V11
Hmm.
too. We
Yep.
are seeing here you and your friend. V11 is a big machine and a good machine that everybody was in love. I
Yes.
think today is a good machine. Lots of
100%.
people. Uh, how was the experience for you guys with the V11?
The V11 I think is a perfect for starter wheel, honestly, and it'll last you. Like the V11, I think is very solid and reliable. So if you get that as your first wheel, you will probably still want to keep it. And even if you want to upgrade to heavier wheels, like it is just a solid, really good wheel to learn on, reliable. We really haven't had any issues. I think the biggest issue is maybe the frame or it bends a lot. Like if you hit something, it seems to bend a lot easily. But besides that, it's super reliable. I loved it. The suspension is really flowy, like a cloud. So I like that.
Do you train a lot alone?
Sometimes that's kind of close to my house. Snuck away. I was like, I'm gonna learn how on one foot. So I was like, you hold the baby. I'll be over here really fast. And
That is a good team, huh?
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I do when I'm trying to like learn something really fast throughout the day. But most of the time, we usually ride together, or we ride with like groups of people that we explore the desert and stuff like that. But Not so much by myself. I do. Sometimes I'm like, I need to cool off. These kids are stressing me out. You're stressing me out. I'm gonna go for a ride and like de-stress. So,
Asking you this, having the possibility to ride you and your friend together, and with friends, do you think that is a positive thing for us to learn
yeah,
more and
yes,
approve? Like you are a person who love to go off-road. I
yeah,
think off-road you need to have like me. I'm learning a lot from my friends, and I was not imagine how difficult was that to ride off-road. Do you think having a good friends like you have your boyfriend that together help you a lot for you to improve your skills?
100%. Yeah, because if you ride with friends, then they want to push you to, challenge you. So like, oh, let's try this trail. Oh, this trail. But if you're by yourself, you're more likely to be like, I don't really want to do that, or what if you fall and hurt yourself and there's no one there to help you, or whatever. So yeah, I think it's like a bonding thing. Great thing to do with couples or your significant other. If they're not into it, get them into it. That way you can do it together, have that experience, and make new friends. Everybody in this community has been super nice, super welcoming and friendly, and like that's, I think, is one of my other favorite parts. Is the community behind PEVs is everybody's so loving and welcoming, and you could ride with strangers and then you like bond really quickly because you're out exploring and you're helping each other out and you all have a passion to do it. So yeah, I love riding with people that I love and new people.
For you to ride, I see that you ride sometimes in the evening or sunset. What you prefer for you? You are a rider who don't doesn't matter for you day or night, or you have a special part of the day that you prefer to ride.
Well, for me, it honestly depends on the weather. I like the day because I don't know, it's light, you can see everything. There's good footage, better camera, works better.
Hmm.
Um, but it gets really hot. So we ride mostly at night because it can be 120 degrees in the day, and you don't want to ride with all the gear, the helmet, like sweating. Because obviously you don't want to ride, or you shouldn't ride without the gear to protect yourself. Because you ride, you dress for the fall, not the ride, basically. So it depends on the weather. I prefer day, but in the summer we'll be riding more at night.
I think that is good. I like to see this. I'm seeing this video, and I think that is. Let me put. That was like your bodyguard.
Yeah.
Let me a second. That is the one. I think that is very good because I was laughing. That is like your bodyguard in your back taking care of you.
Yeah. Always
Nobody comes
there.
closer. So you are well protected. Uh, for you as a rider, I know that you ride a lot with groups. Do you prefer big groups or like a small group of 10, 12 persons? Or you ever try a big group?
There have been, so I went up to California on Marty's and San Diego and Southern California, the whole groups over there. There was
Hmm.
like 100 plus, 200, I don't know exactly how many. And there's something special about hundreds of people getting together, riding. You get to like watch YouTubers that you watch, and you get to meet them and ride with them. So I think that's something special. But also, I love like smaller groups where it's more intimate. You can kind of like with friends. So I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. Uh, Probably on a regular basis, smaller groups, and then every once in a while, I love big groups and meeting people because that's how you meet people. That's how you connect.
Yeah, that's how you communicate. I
Yeah.
think I think big groups is good for you to know the persons. I think big groups is important because if you are maybe later on thinking to travel to Point E or Point B,
Yeah.
you're going to know this persons later on, and then it's easy for you to go for a ride. But
Hmm.
today, I'm more a guy who likes to have my group of 10, 12 persons, 15 persons maximal, and then I can have my ride, my safety, because big groups is always lots of confusion and it's difficult for you to have fun. You're going to have fun meeting the
Yeah.
persons, but you're not going to have so much fun riding because it's a stop and go, stop and go.
Yeah. Well, you make a
And
good point there. So it's not so fun. I guess I should be clear on the type of ride, because it's not so fun when you're off-roading with a big group of people because somebody falls or whatever. So then it's like, because it's more technical. So I feel like big groups off-roading sometimes isn't as fun. So yeah, it would depend on the type of ride we're doing.
last time, I don't know if you know, but last group ride we was close to 100, and we always stick together. And it is a person who have to close the group, and was a lady in a group in this day. She was with a scooter, but the scooter don't go more than 12 miles per hour,
Oh yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
bad for
Everyone's
everybody.
like, no.
And then everybody we say, okay, let's separate it, we go this small group, and that way I think sometimes it's good, sometimes not good. I want to ask you another thing is like this: for you, your type of riding, do you like to have the experience? I see that you are a person who likes to work your skills in a AUC. Do you like, here we are seeing you riding, but before we can see you working a lot with the machine, feeling the motor, feeling the what you can do with this. Do you like to work a lot with the machine, trying to do some, like here when we see this video here? No, not
Yeah.
this one. I want to show this here.
Yeah.
That is something that you love to do it.
I do. I love doing that. I love like one legging. Yeah, that is something I love doing. Not so much with a heavier wheel, because I definitely feel it, the weight on my one leg putting pressure on my knee, and actually my right knee isn't the best. So then I have a heavy wheel on it. It hurts more. But no, this stuff is so fun to do. Little
Yeah, I
tricks.
think you do it very well. For the ladies out there, do you think that is more in our head to learn, or a psychological thing, or you think it's difficult to ride a AUC?
No, I don't think it's difficult at all. It's definitely a learning curve. So you want to take time with it at first. It took me, before I could like not fall over, about 45 minutes of trying and trying and trying. But then it was a good couple weeks of riding it and falling and yeah, riding it every day, a couple weeks before I felt 100% confident. Because I would be like, okay, I can ride, but then I can't stop very well. So I don't like fall every time I would stop. It's definitely a learning curve, but women, it's super fun. Like you're missing out if your fear. Don't let your fear stop you from trying it at least. And if you're not good instantly, it's okay. Like just keep doing it.
I just want to say something. You girls, you can ride so good. Maybe I'm lucky to have here so good ladies who can ride better than me, better than lots of guys out there. And you love so much this sport. I think in the future we're going to have, we see like small kids like Nadia on the so many ladies who are doing so much for this sport. You cannot imagine. For you as a rider, what is the tip that you give to the? I know that in the beginning you talk about the persons are beginning, you always tell them that is easy and everything. What you talk with this persons, because I'm pretty sure that comes lots of person and ask you, what is this, what are you riding, how do you explain to this persons who never see it, never try it? How do you describe it?
Well, first, I want to go back to when you brought up Nadia and kids riding. I think that it is amazing activity for kids and families to do too. Those are the types of people that I want my girls, I have two girls, to look up to. And so it's 100%. I want my daughters to learn. My 8-year-old is a little bit like nervous. She wants to be good at it right away. So she gets frustrated and doesn't want to try. But my 2-year-old, if she could reach, she would do it now. She just like, I'll sit her on me. We'll ride together and she loves it. It's like has a video of me
Wow,
pushing.
look at this. You are good.
And so
If one day
that
I come to this, I'm going to send you a picture later on. I want to thank you so much.
so then your question about how do I explain to people?
Hmm.
Everywhere we go, yeah, you get people like, oh my gosh, what is that? And we try to like in passing, because usually we're like going fast or whatever, we'll try to stop and explain to people. Or we'll even be like, here, try it, get on it, see what you think. Because the more we get people to learn, the better this world can progress and more people can ride, which is really what we want. But yeah, I just kind of explain to people it's electric. They ask questions like, what's the speed range? What's the range? What's, all of these questions. So I just explain to them what it is and how fast. So I tell them, they range anywhere from, like, what is it, 30 miles to 100
Hi,
miles
Rick.
range, or they range anywhere from, what is it? I don't know what the 25, 30 miles an hour to
Hmm.
like 50 miles an hour. So it just depends on really what you're looking for. And then people are like, what? They can go that fast, or what? They can go that many miles. I don't think that it's publicized as much. Like, I don't think too many people know about it. And if more people knew about it, more people would do it. Because there's not very many people that we could run across that are like, nah, that sucks. They're usually like, what is it? Where can I get it? So
Do you think the good that you talk about that? Do you think the information out there is not enough? Most of the persons don't know what is a PV, what is a unicycle, or what is a one wheel, what is a electro skateboard. Do you think we have to work more to bring this information out for everybody to know
I
it a
think
little?
so. I think yeah, because I mean it's not too mainstream.
Hi, Bunny.
I know Halo, like the show, there was electric unicycle that went across in one of the scenes, one of the opening
Hmm.
scenes. But really, it's not too mainstream. Like you got YouTube, and if you search for it specifically, a lot of times it'll pop up. But you kind of have to be searching for it, to find it. At least that was my experience. My experience was that we had to figure out what can we use that's electric. I've seen the scooters that you can like rent for a little bit and then scoot around or whatever. But I didn't know how broad this world was until I started digging. So I
Okay.
don't think a lot of people dig a lot.
Don't you think? Before I go to the other question, I want to ask you. I know that you ride electric unicycle. Do you ever try one wheel, or do you ever try electro skateboard?
Yes, so
Or
I started on a pint. That was my first PEV was a pint. But again, they don't go as fast as I wanted to go. I really didn't get as good as I wanted to. It was a lot harder for me. It was really easy to learn. Like not easy, but it was easier to learn than a EUC, but harder to master. I found like going up curves or going up things, I would fall a lot easier. And with the EUC, I could jump down curves. I mean, I can do a lot more on them. So I felt way more comfortable. I felt like at home with that. So I had a pint for maybe 4 months or so, and then I got EUC, and I kind of put it in the closet and didn't really touch it that much.
you put it out, you kill him. You say, "Okay, one wheel. Thank you so much. Let's
But
go
I
to the
keep it.
next level."
Right, I kept it for a little while because friends, like girlfriends of mine that I would talk about EUCs with, I would say try a one wheel. They're great too, like to get you introduce you into this world to see if you like it. So I did keep it for a while so that way I could let friends or family try it and see what they thought about it. But I was like, I like the ECs a little more. The E skate, I haven't really tried it. I got on it once and then I fell off of it pretty quickly. So, uh,
And e-scooters,
E-scooters, yeah,
not
they're
for
fun.
you.
They're fun. But I like the EUCs because I can go off road. I can do whatever.
It's
E-scooters,
easy. Do you think, Jules, do you think the AUC is the future for the electro devices, because you have in one machine everything you need? You can go to the city, you can go put in your car easily. I know I'm a skater, and today that I have the AUCs, I'm starting now more with
yeah,
the AUCs, and I see how easy is that for you to put in your car a AUC, and you can go everywhere. With my skateboard, I have to make other plans. I have to arrange myself in a car how to put it.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the AUC is something that is going to be like a transport that you can use it for everything? Like
hmm
you want to go shopping something, or you want to go travel, or you want to, is something that you can always have with you.
Yes, definitely. So we'll go grocery shopping, and instead of taking a car, we'll make it a date, and we'll just like take our wheels to the store, get our groceries. We'll have like a backpack, put it in
Uh-huh.
the backpack, and then come home. So it's really convenient. You don't have to worry about parking. We take them in with us in the store, and we just like walk them next to us, and then everyone in the store is like, "Whoa, what is that?" Um, yes, it's very practical, and you could literally just pull it out of your car and go, or not even take your car.
AUC still looks like magic. Yes, the AUC still looks like magic. It's magic. I think the AUC. I'm in this world very new. I ride with friends a lot with AUCs. I'm starting now with the AUC world, and I'm very happy to come to this world, to learning with you. Today you are here, and I know that you have the skills, and your friend can ride too. I just want to say, everybody's a colleague for me tried the King Song 22, but it was not for him. He wants two wheels.
He wants two wheels.
Okay.
What
So
is
there is a two wheels out there, huh? Don't
uh,
forget there is a new machine in town that is the two wheels. Maybe it's for him. And let's see what he asked. Me, big veteran Abram, fits at my small Ford Fiesta just fine. Yes, the Abram. Do you ever try the Abram?
yes. No, wait, I don't know. I
The
don't
Abram is the big one from veteran. That was with lots of problem. Now as the firewall, but it's a big machine.
know.
It's like I'm going to put it here just for you to see it, because it's I know that my friends was having that, but they stopped it because was having lots of issues with cutting
Yeah,
too
fire
much.
and stuff. Hmm.
That is a 22, I think 22 or 20 to 22 tire. I don't know, but it's a big wheel, big machine, very
Hmm.
big, bigger than the Sherman. That is like a monster. So, but
Yeah,
let's leave it
basically
there.
it's a tank.
Is a yes, yes. So, for you, now riding this year's, you are using pads for your legs. What is the best pads and pedals that you like to use?
Um, so the pads that I use, actually my boyfriend 3D prints and designs.
Mm-hmm.
So he will just design my pads for me, and then that's what I use. I think he has a page, he's working on a page to sell them and stuff like that. But for now, like really, I've tried a couple pads, but his, I feel like, well, they're cheaper because he makes them for me. And
Yeah, this,
literally custom to what I want. So the blue, that's his. He designed that and printed it. Yeah.
and it's very good.
So
It's very good. When the important thing is that fits for you.
mhm.
Sometimes you buy something that has nothing to do with you, and you expend the money. And the pads are not very cheap today.
They're not cheap. No.
Look.
Oh,
I
it
have
was
to.
raining that day, so I was like, I still want to ride. So I'm going
Okay,
to
you
ride
was.
inside.
Let me put this question like this: Who is the most who loves more this AUC, you or your friend?
I mean,
Who push more?
pushes more. It depends on what we're doing. He won't jump. I will. So he's like, no, I don't do that. But then he can do more technical stuff. Like he'll jump onto rocks and jump down. And I tried one time and I just fell. So he's skilled in other areas that I'm not. So I think we both equally love it. He will literally be like, I haven't ridden in a day. I need to go take it. I'm going to go. I'll be back. I'm like, okay, I'll watch the kids. But I don't know. I think it's pretty equal. Yeah, because I would do it with or without him, basically. And I think the same for you would do it with or without him, because it's now a really important hobby and like a part of our lives.
Mm-hmm. That is a good thing what he said. I think that is very nice what he said. He said the King Song S19 looks like a fun city wheel. Yes, because it's not so heavy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That one I'm interested too in looking into.
So today I want to put, I'm not going to put all the videos. I just want to say something for all of you. I'm going to leave all the links there. That is from her YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and then that is a more personal, but has lots of stuff there too for you to see it, from like group rides.
Yeah,
and,
not just hiding. Look at her down there here by the wheel.
No. So
that was a fun day.
So, and then you have the other one that is your commission. I think is your, yes, and you have close to 50,000 persons following you. He's fantastic. That
stuff, so that was that from that.
Yeah, but that is very nice to see that the people appreciate what you are doing, and that is a good thing. So I want to come now. I don't want for everybody's out there who wants to go there and see it. We're just going to put. I want to put before we go. I want to put here. Show she with the big goat. How was the experience with the big goat?
I liked it. It was my boyfriend's wheel. What did I have at that time? I think I just had the V11. The pedal dip is definitely real, because when I got on it, I wasn't expecting it. I knew, but I wasn't thinking about it. And so when I went to turn, I like felt, and then I was like, "Oops, sorry." But it is a solid wheel. I didn't ride it as much as he did, but it still wasn't my favorite. Like I didn't feel drawn to it personally. So that's why I chose the Sherman X and my other wheels, the V11. I love the V11.
I want to go there, but I want to show some. I think there is interesting picture. So you and your friend. I'm going to bring the two of them then in interview up October. When we come back, we're going to have lots of couples interviews, and the two of you have to come here to talk about the experience. So that is a nice group here, right? Huh?
Yes, that was for one of the girls that lives here. Her name's Liv. That was for her birthday. That was a fun ride.
Yeah, that is the good thing. So then is you with the King Song. Big machine. I love this machine. I think that is a fantastic machine.
It's beautiful, so beautiful.
I think I think that is a very good. Oh,
it's like throws me off.
Yeah, that is not a good thing. They have to fix it. I hope with the Pro. Are you with the Pro or are you with the normal one?
The normal one. I got the first generation that came out.
We will see now with the Pro, but because the Pro don't have so much difference. It's just a bigger motor, and they fix it with a suspension or something, and it's not so much. And how is that with stairs?
Like butter. It's nice. It was great.
And now with the Sherman.
At this time, the Sherman's nice. At this, I had the S18, and this was like the demo for the S22. And on my S18, I felt a little scared. I was like, I don't want to go down those stairs. But as soon as I got on this, the S22, I was like, I can take these stairs on. So
it's easy. It's like butter. You don't have no problem. You don't have no problem with that. So let's go now to the when you receive this machine. I want to go here because I think it's important for us to go here in the beginning. So this is the first time you receive it.
Yeah.
So that is the channel from her. I think it's important for you guys, ladies and boys, to go there and see it.
This was actually, so I did this opening, unboxing my boyfriend's wheel. As soon as I opened it and wrote it, I was like, oh, I'm getting mine. So I got mine literally like a couple days after unboxing it and riding it, because I loved it so much. But I wanted to do the unboxing because I was like, okay, this is a popular wheel. People are interested in it. But then I was like, okay, now I fell in love with it. So now I have to get my own. Oh no, I can't hear you anymore. Something happened with the audio.
Hello?
There we go.
Hello? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I understand, but what I think is fantastic. You make the unboxing with the samurais.
The
Sorry,
samurai swords, yeah.
that was very
It's
good.
very dull. So it's like I actually have to like kind of really get at it, but
Me.
yeah. Oh, Rico.
Hey, there you go. We are talking. How was the experience for you? I don't like to make propaganda because I love the Sherman X too, but I don't want to talk about other companies. I think the machines are all good, but guys, somebody has to help a little.
It's too heavy. Plus, I was like, if I damaged it, oh my gosh, because that was his baby. So
I know. You tell in the video. Oh,
yeah,
I don't want to destroy his machine. I think you are talking now.
it would be
If
over.
I break, for the two of you when you unbox it. Was you expecting to be like what you have today? Was Do you imagine that the Sherman S was like this? Everything like what you are
Yeah,
doing?
it actually was a little better than I expected. I had rode the Sherman and I really liked it, but I didn't want to get that one because it didn't have suspension. Suspension was, for me, was a big deal. So that's why I was really watching when he got this wheel, and I was like, if it's built like the Sherman but has suspension, then I might be sold on this wheel. So it
The,
was really, the suspension feels
the
amazing. I
cat
got
inside.
on it and I like instantly was one footing it. I instantly felt like I belonged on that wheel. So it exceeded my expectations, honestly.
Come on, it's more than your expectation. That is not that is guys. Believe it. I'm in love with the machine.
Yes.
I think that is perfection, and I we don't. Just for everybody to understand, I want to make it something clear. We are making propaganda, and we are not winning nothing with this. Nobody's paying us nothing.
So,
Sometimes the people think that we are winning. I hope that they give us something. We are not going to be sad if they give us. Or are you going to be sad if they give you
no,
the
I'll
wheels?
take it, but I'm not getting anything. But it's
They, yeah, but of course, if they give us, we're going to say no. Of course, we're
yeah,
going to say yes. I'll be crazy if I don't say yes.
exactly.
Everybody's going to laugh at us and say you are a stupid person if you don't accept it. So now that we are talking about something I think is a special machine, how was the first contact with you and the Sherman X? What was the difference that you see, because you try the big goat, you try smaller wheels, you try the X22 that is all with suspension? What made you say, I know that the range was important, but what made you say, I want to have one like my friend have?
It is, for me, reliable, sturdy. Like, it is a solid wheel. Some of the wheels, when you get on them, they feel like really plasticky and cheap. This wheel does not feel cheap at all. It's reliable. Like, we haven't had any problems that I know of with cutouts or just like not working. And then just the suspension feels like butter. When I got on it, I was like, I'm floating on a cloud. It feels so nice. And that's why I was like, I'm gonna jump it, see how it feels.
I'm going to ask you what is the suspension that you have? You have the 62 or the
The
4?
or wait, oh no, I have the lighter one.
The lighter one, the 58.
Yes,
Okay, but your friend has the other one, the 62.
yes, it is the 62.
Yeah, because 62 was maybe too much for you.
Well, I was gonna get that one. That's the one I wanted, but when we were ordering, they only had that one, and I was like, man, you could swap them out. It's the same wheel, just lighter suspension.
Yeah, you can
Um,
swap it.
Yep. So I was like, I'll just buy that one, and then if I want to go heavier, but it's been perfect for me. So I haven't need to switch it or anything.
We have to put it this is important. I think that is important for us to see. I'm going to put it in big because I think it's nice to see in the evening. Nice jump.
Oh yeah,
And
I fell a couple times before I succeeded, but
I don't care. That is perfect. That is fantastic.
yeah, that was
Very
fun.
very good jump.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I'm always proud of seeing you teaching us how to do it and inspire us. You inspire us to. We have to step up. I cannot do that. Believe it or not, guys. I'm training go downstairs. I'm training some stuff, but jumping is like when I'm jumping, I'm thinking I'm going high, and then I see the video, and that is like 2 or 3 fingers from the ground, and I say, oh, that is nothing. If I put the video out, the people is going to laugh at me. I stay very quiet. Do you understand? So now we're going to continue here. Riding off-road. How is the sensation?
On the Sherman S, I love it. It's smooth. The only thing I have trouble
Sorry,
with is
guys. You are very brave to go with your
oh yeah,
electric devices here. You have to be brave.
this was lots of fun. Although I couldn't lift them over because obviously the wheel like basically weighs as
Yeah.
much as so the guys were lifting them over. In my mind, I'm thinking, please don't
That
drop
is
my
Nadia,
don't
yeah?
drop my wheel. That's Nadia, yeah.
Yeah. I have the pleasure to interview her.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's so awesome.
Yeah. And she can do lots of things. I think she's going to bring a lot of new kids to this sport. We have to thank a lot to the father from her and to her because I think the two of them, they make, first of all,
Great team.
yeah, great team. The father do everything for her. She does everything for this sport. And I think the two of them, they are doing a fantastic work for all of us.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, she's definitely who I want my little ones to look up to. You know, there's certain role models that I'm just like, why do we want our kids to look up to them? This is the type of thing I want our kids to look up to. You know, and that was so cool.
Yeah, but it's wonderful to see how that. I remember when I make the interview, she was with 1,000 followers, I think, and now today you see she has more than 150,000 followers, and that shows that she's helping us to grow this sport.
Yes,
And
definitely.
I think that is very important for all of us to have and to inspire your kids to come to this sport. I think that is going to be, and for me, I'm always the person who like to see more ladies and more or like this, seeing couples together in the same sport, loving this sport and enjoying. That is family coming together, having a good time. Is not just a ride. That's what the people don't understand. That is more than one ride. Is being everybody happy,
Yeah.
and first of all, you're going to have lots of fun. That is a nice picture. I have to put it back. Sorry, guys.
Well,
No, I'm
yeah,
going to put it here back.
when somebody says it's scary, it looks scary to me. I'm like, literally, let me show you this little girl. She is jumping. She's amazing. I literally show them like, if she could do it, you could do it. So it's
Yeah,
kind of like, then they're like, oh man, I have to do it now.
that was
But
very good.
they do it, they love it too. So
I want to put the picture on end. That is nice. That is a very nice picture.
that was a fun ride in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we have to take, what we're going to take from life, enjoying the time we have here, and maybe help others. I was seeing some picture here. I want to ask you something. Do you try the V13?
Yes, yes, I did. I don't know. It didn't
It's too
appeal.
big.
It was really big, and then I think the main thing, like the range, isn't very good to me. I think
It's
the
very
main
small
thing
range.
was speed, and I'm like, I don't really have the desire to go really fast. I have the desire to be more technical. So for me, it wasn't really appealing to me. I was like, okay, it's huge, not much range, goes fast. That's about the only thing that it offers. At least for me, there are a lot of people that we ride with that have that wheel and love it.
I'm going to ask you something. The blue protections that you have, is your friend who made it, or
Yeah,
that is from the? He made
yeah.
it.
He designed the blue all on
Yeah,
the.
I will talk with him later on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need something because I'm breaking mine. I will talk with him later. So,
I have all they roll.
yeah, yeah, I know, I
It
know, I
doesn't
know.
die. Like it doesn't
That is
break.
something that I'm
So,
doing all the time. Is falling.
well,
That is
that's
the thing. I
sport
learn
because of
more.
it.
That
You
is,
never have to fall.
yeah, yeah. You have to, but for you to learn, you have to learn how to fall too. So we're
Yes.
going to show some pictures from your beginning with the Sherman. We are not making here like a Sherman, but I think it's important for us to show a little. But guys, go there in Instagram. She has a lot of good stuff. But I love to show the pictures like this. Look, three beautiful ladies riding, having a good time, and showing that this sport is for all of us.
Yep. Lisa and Liv, they're awesome.
And I hope that comes more and more. I know that the electric unicycle is growing. We have to thank all of you.
Yeah.
The day you are here representing everybody. I don't want to make this video very big, but I want to ask you something. It's like this. You as a rider, if there is ladies who are going to see this video, because we are in lots of groups. I think I share it in 30 or 35 groups in
Oh, wow.
Facebook, and we
Yeah.
are in YouTube, and we are in Twitter. And if they're going to see this video later on, what you as a rider, what do you say to the ladies who are maybe asking themselves, is that interesting thing? Is that something difficult to learn? What you say to these ladies who are in questioning, should I try it? Should I don't try it?
I always say if it's scary, you have to try it. Conquer your fears. Try it. Once you try it, you'll thank yourself because when you try something that's a little scary or intimidating, I feel like you grow as a person. So I'm always like, if I fear it, I want to do it. So I just tell girls, like, really, honestly, it is a fun thing. It's appealing to, like, there's not very many women in the sport. And so I'm like, oh, there's lots of guys, in this sport that, are super cool. The community is amazing. I just tell my girlfriends to try it and see how they feel about it. And then, we'll do like hold their hand, walk beside them, but really just conquer your fear. Try it at least. Give it a week. See how you feel about it in a week. And you'll probably fall in love with it like I did.
I just want to put something extra. These groups and most of the groups today, like lots of persons who say, "Oh, this is something for men's," and like this. So yes, there is lots of men's in these groups, but most of them they are very respectable, and most of the groups that I never see it in one group that I ride, and I never listen to a problem with anyone disrespecting a lady in this group rides, or saying that that is a sport for men or that is not a sport for ladies. No, we are the first ones to say, come try it. It's always beautiful to have a lady smile and a group of ladies together, that they can speak the same language, enjoy it, the ride, and maybe later on they can make the rides together, not just with men, like men sometimes do alone, like ladies like to go together. That is beautiful to see this picture with the three of you together. That shows that you are talking the same and that you love the same sport. I think for all of you ladies, if you come to a ride and you don't know if you like it or not, just try to go to one Facebook group where it keeps a PV or a unicycle or one wheel or a skateboard. Go there and say, can I come this day to the group ride just for me to have the chance to try it before I buy it? I know that is going to be lots of persons there that are going to try to help you, to incentivize you to come and to learn. Don't think it's going to be easy. You're going to not fall, but you're going to make mistakes. It's going to be a little difficult, but maybe 1 hour later you're going to say, oh, my legs hurt, but I can ride. That is another thing that you're going to learn with yourself. In the first weeks is going to be a little pain, but that is something that you're going to say, okay, I learned it and the pain was fantastic. Today I can ride, I can jump like this lady today. I can make lots of good stuff with my machines. I can go for big rides. And I love to see more ladies to say we can do all of us together. That is not a sport for anyone. It's a sport for all of us. Never say that is a sport for men. That is a sport for all of us. We are together. And that's why I'm always the first one to say, look at this. You can go to so many places, new places, that you never imagine in your life to see it.
Literally,
is that right?
When we drive and we see a little spot, I'm like, let's go over there. Let's check it out. So like I'm looking around to what areas I could explore. We went to Cabo and I was like, I wish I had my wheel. I was just like looking around and I saw all these trails and I was like, I want to have my wheel and explore. Like you literally just have this adventure every single time you're on one. And
look at this.
Yeah.
I can tell you like this. I just want to update what you just said. I live close to the mountains. Close to where I live, the name is the Seven Mountains. And before I have the AUC, I think I never see these mountains in my life. I just was the name. And today I'm in a venture myself to go there, and I'm seeing. Yesterday I was calling my wife and I'm saying, look at this view. We have to come, the two of us here. And she, where is that? And I say, close to our home. There's places that, and I think that is one of the good things we have, that the AUC bring in places that you cannot never imagine. And like this, see this beautiful sunset.
Yes. Go
and
out there,
with friends.
Yeah. You would never think that you find new places you never knew, like you said, in your backyard, literally right there. You had
Look
no
at this.
next to.
And together.
It really is. Like, if you have a significant other, try to get them to ride. It doesn't matter if they're a little intimidated, but it really does bring you together. It bonds you closer as an activity you can do together.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Maybe if you don't been with the AUCs, you never been there in this top, the two of you. Was easy to go there.
Actually, the wind on there is, I was surprised because I wanted to go fast, but when I started to go fast, the wind was so strong. I was like, this thing is gonna blow me over like so easily. So I had to go slower on the top because we don't realize how much wind is on the top of that bridge.
But for one thing is important. You have a wheel that is heavy, that is going to help you a lot.
Yep.
If you've been there with these small wheels like that you ride before, I think was more difficult.
Yeah. It probably would be.
Do you feel today more secure riding than before having the Sherman?
Yes, 100%. I don't. It's solid. I feel grounded. I feel supported. It's a little heavy, like I said, but you feel as soon as you're on it, you don't feel the weight. So you are on it, and you don't feel like it is 100 pounds at all. 'Cause you're just like solid to the ground. Yeah, it's an amazing wheel. So I don't question it when I jump on it.
This is good. I want to ask you something else. Is like this: you are a person that when you ride, you need to have your protections.
Yes, because I don't want to scrape up my skin. So I usually always have a helmet, elbow pads, wrist guards, knee pads. I have ridden before without some of them, and I was fine. But the thing is you just never know when you're gonna fall. So I always recommend at least protect your head. And like for me, I work with my hands, so I want to protect my wrists. So yes, very important for me to wear the gear to protect themselves.
I'm going to tell to everybody, don't forget you are riding with something is electric. Electric can always happen, a cutout or something that you do wrong yourself. That
Yep.
the machine say, okay, that is too much,
Yeah.
and that can happen.
Pushing your
And
wheel,
yeah,
riding, ignoring the beeps.
yeah, you're going to say that the fault is from the machine, but the machine has a limit, and sometimes you want to go more than the limit of the machine. Like with me happened, and I was riding with friends, and in this day we was thinking, oh, that is just another day. I don't need protections. I don't want to say to nobody to use protection. Everybody have to decide what they want. But believe it, I learn from with my hands, and the first thing is going to happen is always be your face and your hands. The
Yep.
day I have my hand is always going to be never again the same. I ask you guys, make protections. If somebody tells you are like a Robocop, doesn't matter. Be protected. Yeah, sometimes the people say, yeah, you look like a Robocop, and I
Hey,
say,
that's a
okay,
compliment. It's a
yeah,
compliment. Yeah, it
I
looks
don't
cool.
care. I tell to everybody, just enjoy it and protect yourself. That way you can have fun and enjoy it, and you still have your body perfect.
Yeah. Well, it's not when you ride wheels, it's not a matter of if you're gonna fall, it's a matter of when. So you want to think about gear up so that way when you do fall, it minimizes the damage that you're
Yeah.
gonna do to yourself. You're gonna fall.
Hey,
But
we're going to fall. We don't have no chance. That is
yeah,
something that is automatic, and we are always trying to do something more.
yeah.
I'm talking with you, of course, because you are one of them. Look at this. uh, if you don't use protection,
We'll be out there some more too.
yeah, and you said you was the first one. You fall before this
Yeah,
one.
I fell twice before I
that's why. That's why I tell you. That's why better to use it. I think his protection is important, guys. If you are out there, don't think that is just something that we are saying. We're just giving our opinion. Do what you want, but I think it will be better for you if you are more protected. And sometimes you do it better, or sometimes you trust more yourself because you know you are protected. Then you try a little more something to enjoy it. So
That's
for you, speed is important, or for you is more the fun.
the fun. The fun. Technical trails, that is more fun to me. Speed is fun, but I don't get as much of a thrill because I know that if I fall, I'm gonna be
Bad.
grinded down, even with gear. So I am just like, eh. I have children. I prefer technical than speed, personally.
Do you think this sport is bringing more adults than young people? Uh,
I think
uh,
it's both, honestly. I think that both old and young, from all in between. There's like older, like 60s people that are doing it, all the way down to Nadia, 11 or 12. So I think that this really can bring everybody. Like, there's not really a limit. If you can stand and walk and reach the pedals, you can ride it. Um,
But you think that is difficult maybe for the young guys? I'm going to put two questions in one. Do you think the price of the machines is not too expensive
Yes.
for to reach more the young people?
Yeah, so basically, if you're young and you don't have money, then you can't ride. So it would have to be like your parents, or I mean,
Right
they're not.
on.
That's the only thing. Is like to have a good wheel that's reliable, like the Sherman X is one of the more expensive ones. But I had no problem paying that because it's worth it. But yeah, they are expensive. I wish we did have some better quality wheels that were cheaper, so that it was more accessible to younger people, like teenagers in high school or whatever, because you do have to save money. It's like a car.
Yeah, but we are putting like a car. I'm going to put it like this. Me, I don't use most of the time my car.
Yeah.
I most of the time I was always with my one wheel or with my skateboard
Hmm.
going working. Today I have the Sherman. I have more two AUCs here, small ones. But the car for me, I think if in Germany, I don't know if you know, in Germany is illegal to ride PVs.
It's
Uh,
illegal, you said?
illegal.
Illegal. Oh, wow.
But there is around 3 years ago, I ride about 10 years. Before that was never a problem, but now because there is more and more and more, uh, is the illegal is more efficient. They are taking more attention.
Hmm.
Not because of us riders private. I think the rent scooters has damaged a lot the most of the cities because there is lots of chaos. There is lots of they leave it everywhere in the streets. There is lots of people calling the police and that way is not legal. Today I have to use my car more than before.
Mm. Well, it's really about like being responsible. If you're gonna own an EUC or a PEV, be responsible. Don't just like wreck the land or leave it all over the place, or be irresponsible cutting through cars or whatever. I feel like we still have to be respectful because other people want to ride too. And if we ride reckless and we don't care about other people around us, that's what gets us in trouble. So, I'm always like, just be respectful. Like, really have fun, but with respect.
So now I'm going to ask you the question I was waiting for the last. Skate Kong, you was there.
Yeah.
How is for you racing? Is something that you like? What? How is the experience? How do you see it? Do you think it's something that is going to happen more in the future for you as a rider?
Yes. So I didn't race, but I did get on the track and rode it. Ride it, not rode it. Rode it, and it was lots of fun. I would like to race, but probably would want to do more like technical racing than speed racing. But watching people race was very fun. I hope that it becomes more of a sport and that we're able to get more people together to do races like e-skate comp. I know we're planning on going to, what's the one that's coming? There's a few that are coming up that we're planning on going to. So yes, definitely I'm going to be participating in more events like that.
But seeing other persons, other riders in global, how do you see these events, these races? Because it's something that now is coming very strong. I seeing that the people are pushing and pushing more. I know that you are not a race rider, but you are a lady who are representing other ladies who are out there. Don't you think for these events we need more sponsors? And maybe for you as a rider, as a person who are in the media, don't you think you need as you like maybe you could have invested more time with the videos or
Yeah.
making propaganda? Don't you think that will be fantastic to have more people investing in you and
Yeah.
in these persons who are making these events?
Oh yes, more sponsors gets more publicity, and really, the more publicity that we have, because like I said before, I think the problem is it's not as popular because it's not publicized as much. So the more events that we do, the more public that it becomes, the more that we're gonna get sponsors. We're gonna get people say, "Hey, this is really booming. Let's jump in while we can." But yeah, if we have more sponsors, that'll get more publicity, which is really what we need to get more people into it.
So, and then you have something to do with Super Mario?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got to race. That was really fun. I was surprised at how fun that was. I was like, do I want to try that? But no, it was really fun.
Do you enjoy it? Was good?
Yeah. Yes.
Was what you expected? Because we are seeing now more and more persons coming with this tricycles. Do you think is nice? Is it a nice feeling?
It is fun. Yeah. I probably wouldn't take this on a trail, but to literally do like little spins and loops and stuff like that, I could find myself doing that for a long time because it was a really fun feeling to like slide. And I was trying to get a full circle going, but it didn't quite make it. I was like, so I kept like going fast and then stopping and like trying to make myself do a full circle. If I spent more time on it, I probably could, but I was probably on it maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe. That was fun. Really, there's so many fun things for us to try, and probably so many more things I haven't ridden that I would love to ride to experience. Because, like, literally, if you have a niche with one wheels or ECs, it will fit you. So there's just a matter of finding a PEV that you feel passionate about, and then get in it and ride.
Yeah, and sometimes it's always good to have a second option when you go for a ride, just to try it.
Yep. And most, like you said, people that are big group rides, we actually have extra wheels. So we'll let people ride them if they don't have a wheel or whatever. But most people in the community are like that. Here, try it. And that's how you get more people to love it. Because once they try it, they're like, oh,
I hate it. Sometimes I hate it when they come to me and they say, try it. And I say, no, leave it. And they say, try it. And I say, no, I don't want to try it. I know what happened. What is going to be the Jules future? What you see, what you like to happen yet in the future, very close?
I don't know. Honestly, like I'm just gonna keep riding, making videos. It would be cool to go to these events and compete, maybe race. It just depends on, like, with kids and stuff. It's really hard. I would love to get my kids involved so we can all do this as a family, and go to events. It just gets expensive, so there, if I had
I hope that everybody's out there. So I'm the first one to love to see more sponsors. I think you are going in the right directions. I think the inspiration from you and your friend are very good. I hope that to see the paths from your friend and to make maybe a propaganda for him, that maybe he can. We have always have to start from one place. And we have to, maybe there's persons who are not going to like it, there's persons going to love it, and that's why the community is always like that. Some persons like this, some persons like other things. That's why I love the Sherman. Maybe the other ones like King Song. I don't care, and I respect it. I hope that in the future comes more sponsors. I hope that you have lots of success, that you can make of one thing that you are enjoying and loving, maybe make your you can make some money from that and put the two things together, and then bringing your kids involved. Your kids, maybe they're going to help other kids to come to this sport, and that's the way we can make this sport grow. And showing that you and your friend and your kids are together as family, and showing that families can do it together, lots of have fun, enjoying, and maybe you can open another door for all of us, because we need persons like you. Everybody doing his job, your channel, I think, is important for all of us. That is my opinion, huh? Because I think everyone has his way of doing. You have two kids. You have, as a mother, I know that is very difficult. I have my wife. We have three kids, and that is
A lot of work.
very difficult work. So lots of people think that is easy. That is not easy. That is like worse than working. You just have to do your work and come back home and
Clock in and clock out.
yeah, and you can say, okay, today I'm feel sick and I'm not going. With the kids, you cannot be sick. You have to be always there. So have fun.
You got to take care of them while sick. So
I just want to say to you, was a pleasure to meet you. I hope in the future we can see more of you. Don't stop doing what you are doing. I hope in October or November we can see you and your friend here talking a little more about the experience that you guys have. And we're going to wish that this sport comes bigger and bigger and bigger, that we can say, okay, we started and we are going in the right direction, and I'm doing what I love and I can win money for that.
yes.
That's what I expect.
That'd be
From my side, I tell you, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Guys, that was the last interview from this. We came to the 304 interviews in 2 years, guys. 304
Wow.
interview with riders. So from this 300, we have more. I think I don't want to, I think it's 57 ladies who has come here. And I hope that next year we can put more 50 ladies. And
Ladies.
yeah, ladies, everybody, just boys, kids, just come and have a good time. And like always, you are the last person who come here. I'm going to leave you with the last words for the people who come to see you and the people who's going to see this video later on. I leave you with the last words for our community. Please.
Yes. Oh, me?
Yes, of course. You are the last one, and you have to thank the people who love to see your videos. That
Thanks,
is
guys, for watching. This was fun. I hope to do more videos. I will continue to make YouTube videos and TikTok and everything. I hope I get to meet more of you guys at more events. Probably be at Amped Electric Games. So maybe not. I'll definitely be posting about it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
And I just want to say to everybody's out there, if you have a company and you want to make a review, she can make a nice review. She has a nice samurai and he has a very good help from his friend who can help an unboxing, and I think the two of them can make a good explanation, because I think sometimes the experience reviews is good for one side, but I think the unboxing for persons who are doing for beginners is all good, and for persons who are just want to show the reality, because you see the video from her, that was more than reality, because unboxing is not easy. That is very heavy, guys. And that is lots of box. For me it's difficult, imagine for her. And and that's, we are together. I just want to say thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
Enjoy it. Continue to doing nice videos for all of us. And first of all, most important, always smiling, always having fun, and close to your family and your friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are